Hey everybody, this is going to be a new format. It's going to be more of an interview style. So today, I've got Lauren with me. Hey Lauren, thanks for joining me.
Hey Jarrett, no problem. I'm so excited you included me on your new adventure.
Well, absolutely. Everybody, if you don't know Lauren, Lauren is my lovely wife. We'll have been married for 2 years come November,
Yes.
and she's been with me through a lot of interesting times, hard times, good times, easy times, difficult times, crying times, laughing till you're crying times. So,
Yeah.
okay.
It's been a wild ride.
It has been.
But in a good way, obviously.
This is true.
Alright, first off, is this a script you gave me?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's, a lot of reporters do that.
Yeah, okay.
Although now they have a teleprompter. Wait, I don't have a when we get to the last question, I don't have a teleprompter, so
Got it.
maybe I should get that.
So
but-
let's start small first.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's to help to prevent, at least me,
Yeah.
from sitting there going, or processing the
Right.
question. It's like, I've already got a very generic response down, and I can at least
Right.
play off of that.
Got some bullet points of things you want to cover and keeps
Exactly.
you on track. I get it.
Right.
We're list people. I get it.
This is true. We are.
Alright. Okay.
So let's go ahead and continue.
Alright.
Or begin, I should say.
Well, yeah, we've
Since this
already.
actually hasn't started.
So we're starting now.
I know.
Let's jump in.
Okay.
All right. So over the years, honestly, that we've been together, I see that you have been very into YouTube. So watching videos, getting inspiration. You've always talked about doing videos, vlogging, some sort of aspect of that. And
Sure.
so you watch hours upon hours of YouTube videos, obviously for inspiration, but is there another reason why you watch them? Like, what's kind of the basis for all of those hours put in?
Well, people are always doing something, and for the most part, they're doing something that I enjoy watching.
Okay.
Whether it's like off-roading Jeeps or race cars or RC cars, drones, the latest and greatest. And I even come to you and said, hey, I want to buy that new RC truck, and then I revert back to it. It's like, no, I probably shouldn't.
Right.
And to be honest, I'm slightly envious of those people
Mm-hmm.
because they get to go out and do that thing.
Of course.
And partly because of the money aspect of it. And
Mhm.
it's not necessarily spending it, but it's because I'm trying to prevent financial disaster
Mm-hmm.
for us
Right.
by buying something bigger and better. And
Yeah.
I don't want financial problems to be the disaster of our relationship.
Right. You don't want to put us in a situation in which we have to decide.
All
giving
for
ourselves- yeah. For a
YouTube video.
You're right, exactly. So us being, in our early 30s and knowing that we want to budget and be smart about our finances and set ourselves up for success for, family or our future, what have you. I guess the question would be, do you have to spend a lot of money to make these types of videos?
No,
Okay.
not really. It does make it a lot easier.
Of course.
Such
With
as
anything.
like anything,
Yeah.
honestly, right? Well, like the last video that I made is of the sandbags that you helped me make,
Right.
and I'm actually using the sandbags now for the light there.
Yeah.
It's holding the feet down. It helps prevent dog from tripping over it,
Well,
and
she's not the most graceful.
this is especially on slick hardwood.
She's more of a
then-
bulldozer on ice.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is very true. But it's I guess it's really easy to buy something and then like do a review over.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to just throw money out the window by buying something, doing a review, and then just putting it on the shelf or something like that. Whereas I like the functional things,
Mm-hmm.
like these sandbags, like they're actually coming in handy.
Right.
So it's stuff like that.
Well, and there's a lot of things, like you've made videos over the years that I've seen you do. Like, he put this latch, I'm going to say it wrong. It's a latch in the back of my truck so it pops down the back seat so I can store stuff. And that, you saw a video on it on YouTube. You were able to put it in, but then you made your own. And so that's exciting that it was something useful that we needed. Didn't cost too much money.
No.
It was time and effort on your part to make the video. And so I think that's great. You're trying to document the things that you know we need instead of just buying frivolously, like, you know, whatever, random things and doing reviews. You're doing it real-time reviews of stuff that we need. So that's always, and you've done that around the house as well. Like the sandbags, relatively inexpensive. You needed them.
Yeah.
And you were able to make content with it.
Sure.
So that's great.
Sure.
I mean, you don't need to spend an arm and a leg. You can find stuff around here. Just to hone in your craft.
Yeah.
To make you more comfortable.
Yeah.
Know what kind of angles you want to do. Okay, cool. On to the next. So, like I said, I made a lot of videos over the years. What keeps you from posting all of the content that you make?
I think a lot of it is just a lack of confidence
Okay.
within myself.
Okay.
Surprisingly, it's not super work related,
Okay.
or I don't have those issues at work.
Right.
I seem to be just fine there, but it's, and I'm sure you've even seen it, like when we go out to either video something on the camera, on the phone, or take a selfie, it's like I start really good,
Yeah.
and then I just drop way on off, and I'm like, no, okay, I'm done.
Right.
And it's like, confidence just drops. I don't know why it does that. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's up to high standards of what X person would say it is.
Well, and you've mentioned in the past, like, you're trying to keep in mind of, you know, what people may think of the video or if they'll like the video. And, you know, I think that kind of stops your creativity. Doesn't let you explore all these avenues because you're worried about maybe what other people will view it as, or it's not as refined as all these other YouTubers that you watch, which, I mean, if we face it, like, let's go back and watch their first video and see how that goes. Probably not their best work.
Probably not.
Right. So you're putting, you know, high expectations on yourself.
Yeah.
And that's not really fair to
That's
you.
true.
So, but I mean, I think, in my opinion, if you're asking for it, but probably not.
Sure.
Probably just making it for you. If it's something you would want to watch, then make the video.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't worry about all those people on the internet because they've got tons to say, but we shouldn't care about it.
Yeah.
And I face that too, insecurities about what other people would think if I produce some content,
Mm-hmm.
which is probably why I don't ever want to do that. But I think being on here and us, you know, working through that, it's great. I mean, what's the harm in it?
It's true.
So, I get that. I feel you on that.
So I think ultimately I really need to stop overthinking
Absolutely.
everything, because typically I'll see something will trigger something in my mind. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then I
Right.
start thinking about all of the different possibilities,
Right.
everything else, and that branches off, and then
Yeah.
it's just an endless chain. And it's like I start taking notes, and I'm just like, I start losing things, and then
Yeah.
the day goes on, and I gotta go to work, and I just end up not doing anything
Right.
at the end.
We're a lot alike like
Yeah, so I really need to just stop overthinking
that. Yeah.
and just do it.
That's true. All right, next question. I guess not really a question. Something to think about is, and we kind of touched on it, is, I mean, you can't, like, add on or have progress towards your goal if you don't start. So you're not going to make any headway if you don't just do it. Even if it's terrible, even if it's the worst video you make, it's a building block.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what do you say to that? Is that something you're willing to work through and, like, do the nitty gritty and not exactly how you want it, but you're furthering your expertise? Or are you just going to make all these lists and then not do it because you're worried about some Joe Schmo on the other side of the internet?
That's true. Okay. Today's the day I start then.
Okay, that's great. Our biggest thing is probably just not worrying about what other people think. We care a lot about people.
Yeah.
And how we're perceived. You know, you always want to come across well put together and
Yeah.
manicured,
I would
and
say put together is a good term.
the effort is shown that you want people to see. So I think we both have to go through that rough time of it might not be exactly the presentation we want, but at least we have, you know, the courage to put the energy towards it and make it the best it can be.
Yeah.
It's
for
all
sure.
learning.
It's true.
You know, we didn't, start our life journey walking out of the hospital. It's, you have to Learn how to crawl. You can cut that part. That one's not cute. But, okay. So making these videos, what do you need? Like, I know we've got a lot of equipment around the house. So what?
I do.
What do you have? What do you absolutely need? What's something that you think you might need in the future to make these videos?
Well, you've seen my closet.
Yes,
I've got a brand new camera, the Canon 90D,
which is awesome.
Which is awesome, and it's worked really well.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, now I'm not renting it anymore, so it's
ideal.
That is paid for in cash. Done.
Dave Ramsey, thank you.
That's true. I've got lenses.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a microphone. The microphone's decent for now.
Right.
I've got the softbox. That's making us make this room not super dim.
Right.
Essentially.
We don't have great lighting in here.
And that's true, we don't. But I've got a closet full of stuff.
Yeah.
Video stuff, photography stuff,
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. I've got multiple lights and
You're
a drone and stuff. Yeah, that's right. But I think I've got enough to do. I think right now is probably the best that I have.
Okay. Well, that's good. You accumulated that over time, though. It wasn't like day one we bought all of this stuff and then just crossed our fingers and hoped that you liked.
Yeah, because I watched hundreds of hours of videos of trying to figure out what do I need.
Oh yeah, you're very good about finding what is worth the money, what is not worth the money, prioritizing certain things.
Yeah.
I commend you for that because you do put a lot of effort on comparing prices and where to find it and what quality and.
Probably spend a little too much time though.
I mean, you're trying to find a good deal. You don't want to just like throw money out the window and buy something and then you never really use it.
Yeah.
You definitely feel the need and you're like, okay, I definitely need this because on multiple occasions I've needed more light or I've needed better stability with the camera or whatever it is.
Sure.
So that's good. Sure. Okay, cool. On to the next. To wrap it all up, I guess we need to just follow your own advice and just start making content. Don't wait to have the perfect idea and the perfect sequencing and the perfect script. Just start making daily videos of anything and everything. Whether it's, you and me going on a hike, we love to do, you finding something that you want to work on the truck, that somebody, might need to know how to do. And just find things that you would want to watch on YouTube and make those videos because this is all for you. And I think having that mindset is the way to go instead of worrying about what other people are going to want.
Okay. It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. So will you commit to making daily videos, or frequent videos to hone your craft?
Yeah.
To get it how you like it, to get more confident, and then maybe one day put it out on the internet. If not, it doesn't matter.
This is true.
It's for you.
I am starting off with an interview. That's something I haven't done before. So
that is true. Yeah, the different, I guess, theme or I guess viewpoint of how you film it. So you're trying different things, different techniques.
Right. Yeah.
Figuring out what works, what doesn't.
This is true.
That's awesome. You're already starting. That's awesome.
Yes.
And I just want you to know that I believe so much in you, and I know you're fully capable of doing this and so much more. And I love you so much. And I'm excited for you to be in your office making videos all the time. I'm getting choked up. Making videos all the time, bugging me with the camera of wanting to video like our adventures that we will soon start taking once this terrible COVID goes away.
We'll start tomorrow.
Start tomorrow.
I've got a day off tomorrow, so.
Sweet. We'll just make a day of it.
We're gonna do something.
Yeah. So, I love you. I'm totally on board, and I'm so excited to see where it goes.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your support.
Of course. High five.